鋼の錬金術師
And so that's where we left off, because Ballman is going to start to list off sequentially, basically, these big bloody battles. So, 1558年 7月. So these are all going to be year and month. And months in Japan are just like everywhere else. This is the 7th month. So Nanagatsu or Shichigatsu is July. Riviera Jihen. The Riviera Jihen. Okay. Incident, disaster, accident, the Riviera incident. Riviera Toll. Okay. 1661年10月, so October. Cameron Nairon, the Cameron Civil War. Hey Snakes, how's it going? 1799年2月, so February. Soapman Jiken, the Soapman incident. 場所は Fisku, and the location was Fisk. 1811年3月, so March. Ueruzuru Jiken. Ueruzuri. Oh, what, like Wellesley? The Wellesley incident. What are we doing? We're reading Fullmetal Alchemist in Japanese, and I'm trying to translate it. 18... Oh, I already did that one. 1835年 10月, this is October. 第一次南部国境線は今のサウスシティ北西. Okay, so in October, this was the #1, or the first southern border battle. The first southern border battle, now in South City in the southwest. Okay? Or, sorry. No, Hokusei. Northwest. Northwest of South City. 1911年5月から, and then from May of 1911, フォートセットの南で第二次南部国境線. Oh, hey, Snakes, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Fotoseto, so in the fort set of the south, the second southern border battle. Fotoseto. Nishi no Pendoruton no atari wa. Oh, so Ed is now asking a question. He says, the Western Pendleton area, was that where that was? Ima kokkyo sen de dorodoro da. Alright, I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay, let's reboot Z Kanji. Z Kanji's having some problems. Dorodoro, I think, just means to be like dripping. Yeah, syrupy, muddled. Okay, so now the like the country border battle, it's muddled. Oh, it's like in the middle of it's in the middle of a muddled border battle. Mazui, 戦いをして兵が かなり死んでる. It's it's been a horrible battle that they're doing, and many soldiers are dying over in the West. Okay? そして1914年, so 1914, リオルの暴動. The Ryoru revolt or rebellion. 死者多数だ. Many people died. Okay, so that was, I guess, all of them. 俺は夜で, oh, that's where they were. That's where they were at the very beginning. So, okay. 俺は夜で餌教師の正体を暴いた後すぐ. Hey, Hare Krishna. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. 暴いた後すぐ東方司令部に報告したような. Okay, so as for me, in Ryoru, the fake religious leader, Abaita, after exposing the fake religious leader, immediately after, 2 Eastern headquarters reported, like that one. Yeah, that's right. So this is the very first chapter, or maybe the second chapter, but I think it's the very first chapter of Fullmetal Alchemist, right? That's when they were in Orioru. So this last bloody battle that Fallman is talking about is the first chapter of this story. すぐに東方軍が出て暴動を未然に防いだ. Okay. So immediately or soon after, the Eastern Army went out and the insurrection Mizenni prevented or preventively defended, I guess, did defensive precautions. じゃあ、なんでそんなひどい事態に? Well then, then that's sort of a horrible thing. Like, why did such a horrible thing happen then? Like, why did so many people die? 現場の指揮権を後から来た中央軍に取られたんだよ. So at the actual location, the shikiken, the right of command, shikiken o atokara kita. So the right of command of the location, later coming Central Army was taken. Okay, so the control was taken by the Central Army who came later. So again, we've seen this happen repeatedly. It was just happening in the north where the northern soldiers said they would take it. Central sends soldiers to take care of it, and things go wrong. This is a pattern of stuff that's been happening. And Colonel Mustang was uncovering this with Grumman. We saw that. So that's all been pretty recent understanding of what's going on. Okay, so not necessarily surprising, given what we've heard before. 領の情勢が悲惨になったのは中央軍が出張ってきて東方軍が大払い箱にされてからだ. Okay. All right, so Jolsei, state of affairs or circumstances. Oops, wrong one. Hisan ni natta no wa. Hisan is disastrous. Okay, so as for the state of affairs in Ryoru becoming disastrous, it was the Central Army like coming out and the Eastern Army oharai bako ni being put into a payment box. Oharai bako? What is a oharai bako? Oh, being discarded or firing. Huh. I wonder where that term comes from. Yeah. Okay, so the matters only became horrible in Ryodu again after Central soldiers came out and basically fired or discarded the Eastern soldiers. Yatsura, 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 騒動を傍観して仕事らしい仕事をしなかったと聞いてる。Okay, 騒動 Strife, is this Sawagi? It is, yeah, it is Sawagu, to make a noise. Okay, so Soldol is strife. Strife, riot, rebellion. Bolkon, looking on, remaining as a spectator. Shigoto o shinagatta. Okay, so those guys, probably meaning the central soldiers, those guys looking on or spectating the turmoil, seeming and doing that work, seeming to do that work and not doing work is what I heard. So I heard that they didn't do their work, but the work that they did do was watching the spectators or watching the turmoil. Okay, that was Fallman continuing to talk while everyone else listened. Nande? Oh, like what? What? Damn it. 地図の作業を続けろ、花毛の。Okay, the maps, 作業. Manufacturing the map. Continue manufacturing the map. Steel. She's talking to him. That's General Armstrong. She just calls him Hagane no. So full metal, steel, whatever. 今、フォルマンに食ってかかっても何もならんし. So now to Fallman, 食ってかかる. To flare up. Like flaring up at Fallman. Even if you flare up at Fallman or get angry at him, nothing will come of it. 罪悪感に浸る貴様らに続き合う気もない. Okay, feelings of guilt. 浸る. Being soaked in, submerged in. So being submerged or soaked in feelings of guilt, as for to you guys, there's no value in it. Tsukiao. Or I guess or maybe I don't have any intent of associating with you guys, submerging yourselves in guilt. All right, so here we go. He's working on it, circling. Shoo. これで, so with this, 各地をつなぐぞ, connecting the 各地, connecting every place. He's just gonna make a big, yeah, it's a big pentagram. なんてことだ? What is this? 第五研究所の地下にあった連星人とそっくりだ. So it's identical, or the spitting image of the transmutation circle in the that was underneath the number 5 research facility. Dun dun dun. One giant transmutation circle. 人の命を使うという賢者の石の人か? So, is it a circle, a ring? Wait. 人の命を使う. Okay, yeah. A circle of sage stone. Wait, no. This is really kind of awkward. Human live using thing, the so-called sage stone circle. So is this a sage stone circle that uses humans' lives? That's, I guess, works. こんな強大なもので石を作ったら一体何人が犠牲になるんだ? Okay, so with this sort of a giant thing, if you make a stone, how the hell many people would be sacrificed? Would become a sacrifice? Well, presumably all of them, except for like the people like right outside. Maybe. No, because they're still like in the circle. Philosopher's Boulder. I was going to say, how fortunate that the country is shaped in a circle, pretty much. Except for like maybe this area. Okay, this is transition, so we're moving away from that scene and we're going back to where Marco and Mei-chan are. この国を使って賢者の石を作ろうとしているのだろうとエンビに聞いたことがある. Okay, so heard Envy ask, or the event of asking Envy happened, which was he asked, this country using a sage stone and making, is that what you're doing? この国を使って, yeah, using this country and making a philosopher's stone, like that's what you're doing, right? Like that's what I asked Envy. だが、奴は笑って言った. But as for that guy, meaning Envy, laughed and said, 惜しい、いい線いってるとね. 惜しい is just like pitiful, regrettable. It's regrettable. いい線いってる. It's a good line that's going. いい線. More or less, you're on the right track. You're getting warm. Yeah. You're on the right track. So, とね. So not quite right, but close, I guess. 以前、私はエドワード君に君なら真実の奥の さらなる真実に気づくだろうと言った。And earlier, as for me, to Edward, said, as for you, the truth in the back of Saranaru Jitsu. Oh, I remember trying to translate this. Yeah, even more, or still even more. And Kitsuku. So I said to Edward earlier, you perhaps may notice or become aware of the truth that lies within the truth, if it's you. Or like the truth that's even more true, something like that. But this oku usually refers to like in the back or like further in. The truth that's further in the truth. Shinjitsu wa, as for the truth, Kenja no ishi no zairyo ga ikita ningen de aru koto. So as for the truth, the ingredient of the stone, of the sage stone, it being living humans, that's what it is. That's what the truth is. Shinjitsu no oku, the truth within, as for that, それを指導した者たちの存在. It's the existence of the people that shido, that did the leadership, that did the guidance of that thing, of creating that stone. Okay, so that's the truth within. The existence of the people that guided or led the creation of the sage stone. Uh-oh. Saranaru shinjitsu, and the even further truth, as for that, kokudo zenbu o tsukatte no kenja no ishi rensei. So as for the even deeper truth, or the further truth, it's the country land, all of the country's land, using it to transmogrify a sage stone, or transmute a sage stone. Daga, however, soko de owari de wanai. However, like through that thing, or through all of that, it's not the end. The end, it is not. But wait, there's more. Owari de wanai. Mada nanika aru. There's still something. There's still something. Mei-chan, chikara o kashite kure. So Mei-chan, like, lend me your strength. Help me out. Hai, okay. Watashi no chishiki to rentan jutsu no chishiki de この研究書を何としても読み解く. By your power combined. Okay, yomitoku is to read and understand. So, like, with my knowledge and the knowledge, and with the knowledge of Rentanjutsu, this research notebook, like, somehow decipher or read and understand. So he knows Renkinjutsu, she knows Rentanjutsu, basically saying by their powers combined, they will read and understand this notebook. Soda, that's right. Mada nanika aru. There still is something. Okay, now we're back. We're back to Ed now. Still something else. Mada, still. Koreijo, more than this? Nani ga, like what? Mada oretachi, no, sorry. Oretachi hitobashira no mondai toka moro moro na. Okay. All kinds of things. So still all kinds of things like the problem of us being human sacrifices. So Ed and Al know that the homunculi have been calling them hitobashira, human sacrifices, but like special ones. Hmm? 一番古いのは1558年のリビエラ事変 So the oldest, as for the oldest incident, it was the 1558 Riviera incident. Cool, cool. He's tapping it. Amesteris kenkokugo sugu dana. Kenkokugo. Oh, okay. So, like, right after or immediately after the founding of Amestris. Sensen Fukoko nashi ni Tojirin goku datta Riviera ni senso o fukaketa. Okay, so Sensen Fukoku nashi. Sensen Fukoku is a declaration of war. So without, nashi means without. So without a declaration of war, Toji is, at that time, in those days, Toji Ringoku, a neighboring country. Okay, so at the time it was a neighboring country. And okay, so they provoked war on Riviera, which at the time in those days was a country, was its own, a neighboring country, and they did it without declaring war. Kore, this 各地の事件すべてに軍が関係している。Every place, the incident of every place, all of them, the army is related to every single one. Coup d'etat, okay, coup d'etat dattari, nairan dattari. So, coup d'etat meaning like overthrowing the state or civil wars, things like that. Tari just means like, and things like that. Ryoru moda, even ryoru. Honrai nara kyoshu o shimete owaru hazu datta mono o chuo gun ga dete kite koto o ooki shiteru. Okay, so honrai nara, by all rights, or properly speaking, the like religious leader Shimete Owaru I'm not sure. Shimete Owaru. はずだったものを日本軍に出てきて. Okay, there were a lot of incidents where the Central Army came out and something ought to have happened and finished with the leaders, the Kyoshu. The founder of a religious sect. Okay, I'm gonna have to give up on this one. Oh, Ryoru, it was also the same for Ryoru. Normally the leader would have been killed, the leader meaning the Kyoshu, the priest, the founder of that religious sect. Normally the leader would have been killed and that would be the end of it, but the central city troops inflamed the conflict instead. Okay, and it became big. Got it. Got it. Okay, so properly speaking, the leader, I guess, would have been taken care of and ended. That ought to have happened. Central came out and things got bigger. Kenkoku no toki kara, from the time of the nation's founding. Waga kuni wa hajime. Waga kuni wa hajime ryodo no chisana kuni datta ga, shui no shokoku o hendon shinagara hirogatte kita. Okay, so I or we, as a country, originally or in the beginning, ryodo, territory, a small territory, country was. It was a country with a small territory. The surrounding small countries, heidon, while annexing or merging with these smaller surrounding countries, it widened. It became bigger. Kono en o tsukuru no ni hitsuyo na bun dake. Okay. In order to make this circle, just the necessary parts to make this circle. Yoryo yoku. That's the gist. Or like, well, that's well the gist. Or well the essentials. Yeah, this is very, very Illuminati. 奴らはこの国を利用して何かをしようとしてるのではなく、Okay, so as for those guys, this country, using this country in order to do something, wait, shitteru, it wasn't doing that. Konokuni o Ryo means to use, right? Yeah. Oh, like using this country to do something, it wasn't doing that. Nanika o suru tame ni ichi kara kono kuni o tsukuri ageta no ka. In order to do something, from the beginning, we're making and building this country. Got it. So they weren't using the country to do something. They were from the beginning making and using the country to do something. Tsumari, that is to say, gunji kokka no hou ga tsugo ga yokatta to. All that is to say, the military of, like this military country or things about it, those are the circumstances for it to be good. Wait, what? 軍事国家である必要があったら、そんなだけだ。そうなっただけ. Okay, so it became just that way, that necessary things while happening. Wait, I'm lost here. つまり、軍事国家の方が都合が良かったと、軍事国家 a military affairs country. In that direction, circumstances like were good, and being a military affairs country was, while it was necessary because it was to become that way. I you're only wait, you're saying the only reason this country has been a military dictatorship was to serve this plot. Is that Sugo? Sugo, is that plot? Circumstances? Alright, let's just go with it. 合理的だな. It's 合理的. Rational or reasonable. That's reasonable. She used that word before. 合理的. That's rational or reasonable. すべて奴らの予定通りに進んだということか? Okay, and everything those guys, according to the plan, proceeded is what we're saying? Question mark. ゲーム版じゃあるまし。あるまし。お、あるまいし。Okay, it's like a game board. It's like a game board. じゃあ、ヒューズさんは and then Mr. Hughes. Ah, that's right. 殺される前に賢者の石の錬成陣を見てる. So before was killed, the Sage Stone Transmutation Circle saw. Okay, so Hughes was killed, or was killed basically after he saw the Transmutation Circle. おまけに軍法会議所勤務だったから. So because he was doing military court martial. Oh, to make matters worse, or what's more, on top of all that, because it was military court martial, 軍の事件を調べるのにこと書かない. Okay, military events or incidents, researching was こと書かない. Having an abundance of ability to research military incidents. この国が建国からおかしいってことにいち早く気づいたんだ. So this country, from its founding, regrettable or disappointing events, the fastest to notice. So, in other words, Hughes would have been the first or fastest to notice strange events from the founding of the country because of him being in military court martial office. Okay. And having an abundance of research materials. All right, we're going to do 2 more pages and then we're going to end there. There's a change in scene. Zari. Kuso. Damn it. Envy. Envy. 今の羽も自分たちの力だけで成し遂げられたと思ってやがる Okay, so 今の羽も So even with like thriving or prosperity now, your own and with just your own power, nashitoge. Like you think you can accomplish things, you think you can finish or accomplish things. I vaguely remember him saying this. Aitsura, that guy or those guys. Kiniiran, like don't like it. Kiniiranzo, I don't like it at all. この地図を見る限り、次に地を見るのは Okay, so 限り So I guess restricted to looking at this map, the next place, the next thing to see blood, or as for the next looking thing at blood, ... Dink. Uh-oh. 東洋が残っているのはこのブリッグズ周辺だけだ. That is to say, as for the remaining place or one, it's this Briggs location or locale. Shuhen. Environment. It's just that. Yep, Briggs is the last place. Chuo no yatsura me, watashi no shiro o tsukatte nani o shiyou to shiteru. Okay. Those guys, pejorative, those guys, bastards from Central, my castle using and what doing are they going to do? Like, what do they think they're going to do? Oi! Hey! Moo. Huh? Denre? A messenger? A runner? Suguni omodori kudasai, shogun. So, please return immediately, shogun. Nani ka atta ka? Something happened? Chuo no reibun chujo ga irashattemasu. So, General Raven from Central has arrived, has come. Bink! And this is Lieutenant General. She's a Major General, so she is outranked. 考える間も与えてくれんか? So a moment to think, not giving the favor of granting, not even give me the time to think, huh? 何しきたのでしょう? Why do you think he came? さて、どうしたものか? Well, どうしてものか? What could it be? アームストロング少々 General Armstrong 少々の肝玉を信用して Okay, the general's Kimo Tama. Liver balls? Kimo Tama. Okay. Guts, nerve, pluck, spirit. So like I will do confidence in the general's nerve or guts. Tsuka, that meaning 少々にしかできないと見込んで提案. Okay, that only the general, only possible for the general 見込む. Anticipated or expected 提案, which is like plan, proposal. Yeah, okay. So a proposal, like only possible for the general. 例文中上にカマかけてみてくれないか? Comma. Comma. What is comma here? Comma means a sickle. Wait a minute. Yeah. Kama kakate. Okay, he's basically saying, like, won't you try doing a kama kakate to General Raven? I don't know. Let's look up this kanji more. This is like a sickle again. Ah, here we go. Kama o kakeru, to trick someone into confirming or revealing the truth. Okay, so won't you try tricking General Raven into with the implication of into revealing the truth. Okay, and then that is the end of that section. So, all right, Ed has a plan. We'll see.